6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Running, it's Drake. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A great return there. Bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Ready. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. 1st and 10 at the 19. They toss to Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And Wilson has it. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Fitzpatrick again. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Regular. 61, matchbox, lights.
Check, 59. 59's Mike, check.
Regular. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Hey, I-7.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick, and it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come out here in the eye. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, white.
From the shotgun, Ryan going up top. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 78 yards, and the Falcons have retaken the lead. We've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, Charles, as we peek back to week 1, what would you say were the positives for some teams or individuals that you took away?
Well, it started on opening night, Green Bay, and their defense. Not necessarily Aaron Rodgers and what they did going into Chicago and winning. Kansas City, they picked right up where they left off with Patrick Mahomes. Explosive on offense. How about Baltimore?
And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. Now Ryan down around the goal line. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, but it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a toss right, Freeman. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now Ryan looking deep for Julio. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Falcons! Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And he whips that one incomplete there. The partner, I want to revisit week 1. I got your positive takeaways from the first week of the NFL season. How about the bad stuff?
Well, let's pump the brakes a little bit on the Super Bowl celebration in Cleveland.
Yeah.
They have to win some games first, and maybe now that's the best thing that could have happened to them. Maybe they can settle in because that's a good roster. Miami, we suspected it was going to be rough. I don't know that we suspected that bad on opening day. Jacksonville, the defense is supposed to carry this team. They got torched by Kansas City. And Pittsburgh just didn't show up against New England. And I don't think we expected that at all, because I thought Pittsburgh's defense was really good in the preseason.
On first down, Drake, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Atlanta. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Check 24. Check 24. Come. 45
On play action, Fitzpatrick. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Fitzpatrick. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be caught at the 30.
Bullshit.
All the way down to the 29. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
That's good for Falcons. First down.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Ryan. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things in.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked out by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Parker unable to get that one.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely would.
This should just be a couple of kneel downs. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Partner, we always talked about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages.
Waiting on you. Go ahead.
Decided in the closing seconds. On first and goal. Now Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
Catch the ball.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Second and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. He's going to get it running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your... Obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there were words that are said, and, hey, come on,
Ladies and gentlemen.
but sometimes it's just sharpening your execution.
Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, y'all. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Posse, Dave went. Still here.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Miami Dolphins. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Wait, set. Wait, 20.
Quick. Check three.
Oh, yeah, still got Antonio.
Blue draw corkers. Ball 50.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
72.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here comes Grant on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Fitzpatrick. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
58 Mike, 58 Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 50 on field.
Now a draw play with Drake. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
At the Patriots' 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Balaj. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit
3
more
points
than others?
sucks.
This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Hey, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Brady. Pass incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. This is White on the screen. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
X3, 218, chop. Hey, second.
They do go for it. It's Brady. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at my coach.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check. Lucky.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. 20. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Second and 12 at the 9.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Tight end right. 4 down. Alert. Shoot. Go kill. Go kill.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jason McCourty, a safety blitz and a sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. So now after the sack, third and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. Third and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. To throw again on second down. Brady. He's going to air one out. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick.
Oh, come on, hold on to the ball.
Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick buying time to his left. Now he rifles one that's intercepted.
How is that intercepted?
By J.C. Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing now is Brady. And got his man complete. That's right.
We don't even supposed to be playing right now.
Way in. Touchdown, New England. Antonio Brown. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, honors the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And the 13-year man puts it through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. His throw incomplete. This defense trying to do its part. Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. Well, the connection, this is Ryan Izzo, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a... Too shy of the 40.
Here we go, G, get on the field.
42-yard line.
6 guys, check 6 guys.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Brady's throw there complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
It's gonna be a long day, offense. It's gonna be a long day. Kill.
Again, it's Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. And it bangs off the right upright. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing Fitzpatrick. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jamie Collins. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Regular.
Check out. Spot. No.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Mike Bennett. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
See him push me at the end of the play, referee.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to keep points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And it's Michelle once again. And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. New England on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Brady.
Oh, come on, man.
It's Julian Edelman. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the
looked at
Dolphins'
and threw the ball
44-yard
over
line.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
At the 44-yard line.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll run on first down. Michelle. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Regular.
They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Brady to Michelle on the screen. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Just press accelerated clock.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros.
Today's just not my
Well,
day.
Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points it.
Old school football.